how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
I know this whole day's been something else, hasn't it? Yeah, okay. Well, we got Skylar into a hospital room. He's in room 201. He's okay. His blood pressure is a little bit elevated, but other than that, all of his vital signs are within normal limits. I was a little bit concerned because his O2 saturations, and that's a percentage of the amount of oxygen in his blood, was a little on the low side.
Okay.
Put him on some oxygen, went right back up. So that was, and also his blood sugar was low. Yeah, it was really low. It was 44 when we checked it in finger stick this morning. I gave him some orange juice and I gave him what's called an empathy 50, and what that is basically just sugar water. Okay, and we rechecked his blood sugar, and it was good after that. It was about
what should it be?
Well, it really, to be normal, it's really between 60 and 100. So it was around 112 when we rechecked it, and he started to feel a lot better. He had complained of nausea, confusion. He didn't quite know where he was.
Sure.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: do you or anybody else in Skylar's family, do they have a history of diabetes?
No, we don't.
You don't? Okay. No grandparents, nothing like that.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
As far as grandparents go.
Okay, and to your knowledge, Skylar, has his blood sugar ever gotten really low before that you know about?
No.
Okay, so with that said, this morning he told me he played basketball, and that's when he passed out and hit his head. So since we know that Skylar has a tendency to do that, just make sure that he eats a good big meal before he does anything really athletic.
Mm-hmm.
He hadn't had anything since really early this morning. I think there was just too big of a gap.
Okay.
So make sure he eats regular meals, maybe for a while, for maybe every 2 hours he has a healthy snack.
Okay.
Something like apples, something like that, or bananas or peanut butter, to make sure that his blood sugar is consistent.
Okay.
And I'm also, the doctor is going to refer you to an endocrinologist who's going to watch his blood sugars too and make sure that they're normal. Sometimes hypoglycemia, that's when your sugar's low, can actually be a precursor to actual diabetes. I doubt, with no family history,
yeah.
I doubt, it's not sounding like it is, but it's just going to have a consultation,
sure.
just to make sure
okay.
that he's okay. And we're going to also send you home with a glucometer that at the bedside you can check and make sure that his blood sugars are normal. And you're good for a while. I want you to check that before each meal.
And how will I do that?
I'm going to show you exactly how to use the glucometer. Okay, it's really not that complicated. It's a little bitty stick in the finger, and you could just a little tiny drop of blood. And we're going to ask you to check that before Skylar eats, and then right before he goes to bed at nighttime, just to make sure that his blood sugars are normal. Okay, and we'll go over all of that in detail.
Okay.
So, and again, it's just maybe making sure he eats meals every
sure.
2 hours that keep his blood sugar steady.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.